Quick in here, B-side hit, looks good, but Config's already cut one from the pack, Frozen at the back of it. It's Zipex catching flak, being run on down, and one back from Dexter. Into the site, still not seeing that bomb plant. Blame from short, keeping them pestered. Dexter looks to step up and shave some time off the clock, explosives planted. 4-on-4 ensuing again, it's Config just chipping away at this pack. Low HP though, congregated in the kitchen.
Where's the kit for this? They're taking a long time here, Astralis.
Blame has a go, and another head from the Dane. It's up to Torshi now. Low, even lower now, and that's clean. That is clean counter-strike from Astralis, a full 5-man hit, and just picked apart.
Well, this is what we want to see struggle here than Glaive will, right? So you can see why Mouse maybe want to pressure it, but could be a problem, and continuing to keep this discussion going. Oh, okay, hold up, Dexter. That's what you want to see. Blame pushing forward here, has a chance.
Could have seen a trade, need to see a trade. They haven't hit their shots, but Frozen does. 2 digs in the feed. Config, if he was to go down here, if Dexter put the bullet in the right place, but it's JDC. They have no right to this round. In their favor, Glaive and Farley, old and new combine to return this to normality.
I'm accounting here for one of them, Farley taking a fight, drawing attention. That's a big shot from Farley. This round's still on.
Problems, real problems. They're so low, no armor, and there's still time on the clock, but Frozen pulls another out of the hat, and that's it. Mouse! How? Well, that is a counter blow. That is a riposte.
One way back in, isn't it? I'm talking a 3-0 start clean. They did with the force by not a single casualty. The pistol looks good, and this time round, it's Dexter, the leader, stepping up with the entry towards that B bomb site. And that's a great way in. 2-1, the score read.
Glaive and Config called upon. JDC applying the pressure, a well-placed Molotov forces the smoke, just staring at the grey screen as Glaive plucks one from the pack, another from Glaive. Vigilant on that CT hold. He's got teammates now, and Mao's quite the opposite, just the two of them. Trying to tango, a miss from Torshi, punished. Racking up a third for Glaive, and Frozen just trying to take some weapons away.
Yeah, they won't fight him now. That's good from Farley. I know that he takes a bit of damage there, but the fact that he gets the information, almost the round secured. Backpedaling aware, and a good shot from Farley. Looked like a moment there that he might have slipped into Frozen's crosshair.
But from the CTs as Frozen. Some ill intent for these CTs defending into mid. Config catches one with the back turned, immediate from Torshi back. Orb spotted towards Delpan. It's Frozen continuing. Oh, bounces the molly off of the face of Blame. This one could get a little chaotic now. Glaive on the reaggress, wants answers. Window smoked, options few and far between. It's Torshi into the B side, but there's Glaive again. Torshi, he is not done! And he will not surrender. 2 left for the Danes now. And the bomb miles away from any sight, but he may not need to plant. He could just go for the frag. 3, could be a 4th if you're not careful. Blame stands tall. 13 and 3, he's had a strong performance here on the stage. It could still go wrong. The clutch up for debate now. JDC ready and awaiting. It's 9. Mouse extend their T-side lead.
To defend, they don't have a whole lot of help. Torshi would be the closest to chip on in, and here they come.
This would be a perfect confidence booster. As Bemis, only the one. Dexter now dancing around the triple box. Bodies flooding into the site. He'd love another frag, and he does. Line up Zipex, puts the bomb on the floor. Frozen from CT, dancing with Glaive. And a 3-on-3 established. Not for long. It's Torshi shifting the dialogue back is Blame. Still JDC running down that bomb carrier. Farley in no man's land, and Blame with 2 to find and 70.
Not giving him anything here. Nothing at all. No one overstepping a mark.
How do you break this crossfire?
Into this.
How do you break it? No answers. No answers. Blame back turned and a headshot provided. That was a team ace, Chad.
We're not even getting into post. Not done just yet. Mouse still have a bit of a bite. It's a little bit brittle for Bemis, but not the end of the world. This time they want to take the fight, jumping out. Frozen's pushing forward.
This is aggressive, hyper aggressive, and Torshi delivers the double. He wants more. He's running the gauntlet, trying to tap at the pixels. Farley long range. Blame looking to cancel play. Torshi on the rifle, the only M4 in the mix, and he's put his name. Opponent a tag twice. Run on down now. Can he finish off Glaive? Finish what he started. Anticipates the swing. It's Zip with a pre-fire. 2v4 now, 2v2. Astralis stabilizing. on the back of these veterans. Hard clear required. Glaive put to bed. It's up to Zip. Oh dear, 3 already. Could he come up clutch? It's JDC though. Plenty of time. Zip run down, and JDC saves them from a red face there.
Off gets Junge. Drop back, the U2 coming forward, the repositions here.
Surely Mouse don't get anything more.
I don't know about this. It's looking sketchy on the aim here.
They convert the first. Battered and bruised. Astralis running out of health right now. What is going on? Another Torji on the USP. This will break their hopes and dreams. Astralis, the gimme round. Weapons picked up. Another headshot. They got nothing. Nothing but Blame F to call upon. 35 seconds bomb under the control of Bemis and JDC. Pressure on them, because Blame's coming to hunt and he doesn't have the health, and JDC closes a triple as well.
Can they bail the Oppa out of danger here, because Config's coming?
Yeah, he's locked in. Dexter to try and bail him out, but he can punish on the pin. Pull! Oh! Dexter dunks! JDC as well. Farley trying to stabilize. He paid a heavy blood price for that duel. And Glaive losing his head. Mouse. They had 7 opportunities, but they can close here in the first. Blame trying his luck. As hard as he might, the odds stack further and further against Astralis now. And now he goes. Mouse to secure their map pick. Farley to clutch, to extend play. An ace clutch. Advancing now, a single bullet would take him down, 10 HP. And that's the end of it, ladies and gentlemen. A roller coaster for Mouse. Looking like they were down and out those first 2, but Chad, they came back with a vengeance. The clear winner in the mental battle of the first map is Mouse. Was for that trade. Blame unable to do so. Ramp now taken. It's a lot of space for the T side.
But they lost Blame as well, so that's the 2 heaviest hitters right now.
Torji's not quite going to be hunted down.
I can't believe how restrained they were in that situation. And well, the bomb goes down, but the death is there. It's on Farley here.
Okay, well, a lot of work to be done, and it's already set for a close.
Needs an ace here from Zip.
But he needs to knock him off the bomb, and Dexter's having none of that. Wow, Mouse back to the winning ways. First, only 2 frags for Astralis in these first 2 rounds, so if anything, maybe just prove to yourself you can click on heads. Config, evidence in the feed, puts Torji down. Yeah, you got to separate and choose your fights wisely. He has taken a lot of flak damage there, and it's Dexter that's called upon.
They're going to
spray 1 by 1 into the line of fire. Blame F's Deagle deadly. Astralis really now with a threatening round. Now yard is clear. Beamer's called upon to clutch up. It's Blame F goes down. Farley and JDC in a battle of wits on the big stage. Bomb now down. JDC trying to close this gap, but Farley closes for Astralis. That's 1 back, Chad. Some proactivity requested from Mr. Birchall, and it's some proactivity. You will get Torji. Oh, burns down immediately. But he does manage to level the odds. So detached from the pack. It's Mr. Rossender. Looks to find a quick headshot. JDC down. Astralis heavy. This defense beam is trying to stand and deliver. The util is so good. Has a chance, they're swinging in. It's a slither gap, and Glaive a 3rd frag. As Mouse definitely not just gonna roll over. It could be a conversation to be had. Dexter.
They still need to get this bomb across.
Yeah, that's their objective, but into Farley. A 9th looms as JDC seals the fate of Zipex. A weapon upgrade.
Hold up. Torji's still here.
He's having a go. He's giving it a good go. A good shake of the stick. The long and lethal stick. Torji jumping down. And Torji! What is that? Alive. Astralis firm grasp of the reins. Bemis just on a safe pixel remains, and it uses it to great success. Catches the config aggress. Torji Great flash. Torji lives on, but Glaive is starting his crawl, and he has been perhaps spotted at the tip of his head. Was visible.
I think Bemis heard him as well, right? He was very noisy off the top there of main, so Bemis would have killed all they need on the CT side because of the T prowess, but Bemis, he smells blood in the water here. I want to allow this save from Farley to come through, and up the ladder, he'll greet him, down he goes, and Bemis, that's secured. He opened and closed that.
Oh, Bemis taking a duel. Spray battle with Blame. Few can prevail against him. Strong map one, but this is Astralis territory. Clear objectives. Glaive already neutralizes Frozen. This is going to go wrong. It's not even one. Config will take down Glaive. Bit of a... They're Mouse in a similar boat, but in terms of just getting acclimatized, I'll give you... Zipex has help, has company. And these Glocks, not destined for glory at range, they're having a go, and closing the gap was Bemis past tense, courtesy of Config. Fast on the flank, and Glaive's ready for you. Torji gets nothing done. Oh, Farley with 3 quick clicks in the Lanxess arena. Back to square one now, with this exception on screen. And up to no good is Config. Extends the advantage as Astralis wrestle back control of this defensive half. There is something to be said about this from Dexter. Needs another. Oh, Config's down. And so the round is back on. Red hot from Dexter again. Worms his way in. Flash on Zip. Finds a flash, turns it nicely. It's Blame on the swing, and Dexter is handling business. 4 from Dexter. It could be 5. That is sensational. They needed that. Mao's given a gift of all.
The round.
Now forced to watch as this may very well be the last of our second map. Farley rotated early and a quick flick across Dexter. Looking away and hunted down. Torji will avenge. Still advantage for the defense. And Bemis, ooh, he doesn't even get a chance to process Config's position. Clotheslines him with the Kalashnikov. It's Torji though, he's very flashy. Config's quick and brave as he crouches around the corner to secure it. Yeah, I don't think Config can see a way in either. He's also playing Counter-Strike, known for its timings. Not today. Astralis push us to 3. We've got a series now, Chad. We have a quarter-final. This one will be separated on Ancient.
And you just have to look to Farley here. It has to be the conversation going.
And an opportunity to the back of the head. Takes down 2. Farley's pistol firing as Farley shuts down a whole push. There's nothing more but Torji jumping into Config's jaws. And Dexter, the unarmored leader, tries to stop it from being a full 4-man standing finish for Astralis. He's hitting good bullets. Zip down. Config down. Hold your horses, Astralis.
I don't think he's going to consider this one here.
Yeah, not today. One of the highest rated players in the world on Ancient. And Glaive trying to do what Farley did, and he's let it slip. An open window is a bit windy for Glaive, and JDC punishes the Farley reload on the retreat. They're in. And a threatening second round. JDC
came in with the final kill, the final nail in the coffin. It was the pistols getting it done, and important for JDC to be finding traction, but Blame wants to do some punishing and will, making sure they don't walk away with everything and more, and likely to see the force by wars ensue here. So that is a fantastic bounce back from Mouse, necessary in the early stages. And Yanko was saying that, you know, this is on the T side, they're going to be the ones having to set the pace and make the decisions, whereas on the CT side, keep everybody here in the Lanxess, not making a peep. Be happy with that, but Config blind in the time, and running him down. Config's grabbed 1, the Deagle for the second. Config lighting him up.
He really got away with murder there. Double Deeg. Run on down. He knocks Bemis off, and they're so light on time. It's threatening, but you need to defuse. The bomb ticking, Mouse will take it. They just want to do frags. They don't actually care about the round. They want to take everything away. Frozen hiding in plain sight will go down to the bomb as well. An odd state of play.
Yeah, well, 2 M4 saved.
The whole squad just arriving in unison with the util, so a lot of info, a lot of space. Site taken. Deagle not quite as connecty this time. And farming frags, JDC's Mac 10 celebrated here.
It's really important for him, though, Alex. I really want to point this out. If he can find, because think about Mirage, T-side, how many opening kills or rounds where they were down a man where he did find a kill back and they got in. So JDC was important, but there on Nuke, he was a non-factor, right? He was just waltzing around corners. He wasn't even jiggling. He was just getting caught off, not expecting players to be on angles. And that is where the experience conversation starts to heat up. Torji will grab one back. A bit of damage here from Blame. We're on a 2-on-2.
Yeah, I don't think there will be too more threatening, but he's definitely managed to chip him away a little bit, and Blame remains indomitable. Glaive's coming in for a surprise attack. Dexter's aware of it. But Blame still not toppled. Three.
That could have been a meaty nade there. Bemis the only one to swallow, but look at Torch, he's just running straight out.
He's got a read. Look at this. Just walks across. Glaive punishes. Oh, and Glaive does more than punish. He spanks Mouse back to spawn. Dexter, an opportunity, but only the one. Announced his presence now, and Config quick to avenge. Close that gap, a clean one.
While he's going to move, you can see this line that he's trained on. Very deep in Temple now. If they boost, they could make a way around, but just waltzing in. Thank you very much, Farley says. Glaive grabs one, and this force buy's flat.
Safe from the flash. Farley lets it go. Config has got it under wraps. Down now. And are we really going to get a free plan?
You'll take it.
Yeah, any day of the week. $800 in a lost round for every member of the T side with a bomb down. Down goes JDC. 3 apiece.
Yeah, sorry, Farley, oops, with the AWP. Locking down the A site. That's a bit of a faux pas there, isn't it? That just shows you how many AWPers have been through the door in recent history.
Yeah, I mean, they have been looking for answers ever since the gaping chasm of Astralis AWPers was opened up. Now, we talked about plants. This one doesn't seem so likely. Dexter caught. We need a trade. Bemis, he's been quiet as a mouse and continues to be so.
That's crazy.
Potential for the Temple presence. JDC now smoked off. That will be the last of Astralis' defensive smokes unless Zip moves on over. Speaking of the devil, he has and frags. Run down by JDC. Smoke to save and bail out. Now there's a man advantage for the T side here. Farley and Zipex to partner up, and is he going to try and contest off the flash? JDC still doing the flashbang dance, and Zipex dealing damage, heavy damage through the smoke. Needs help now, and it's one and done. Farley quick on the draw with the oh yes! Farley with a quick close and Glaive.
Zip's just going to wait. Blame now has filled the boots of Config, and these last two on the site, sure, they're ticking down the bomb for moments now, but these kills should come their way. Zip will grab one. JDC, I don't know what he can get done here. The MAC-10's a good weapon for the job, and we'll find a second.
Oh, the Tech 9, it's good for the fight! He's making this clutch a reality, Chad! He's got time on his side! Glaive, a battle of wits, the smoke, he hears it, goes for the bang. JDC can't afford to fumble this, and he pulls it off.
He's done it!
He's done it! JDC clutches up in Cologne!
Whoa, big sigh of relief right there. Can you believe it? The MAC-10 in his hands.
The Tech Knight, as soon as I see that, now isolates the jewels. It's an unnecessary trade out of Frozen. Config reveals himself out of the hidey hole, and Frozen takes his chances and reveals a potential 2-on-2. We've got 35 seconds here. He hasn't checked Ona, and Zip's got there in time. 10, you need to plan. Frozen doesn't have the health or the bullets. And they will be finished off from the flank. Beamers plants a play in sight, and Astralis. It looked like they'd been caught out. Wrong side. Yeah, he's been called upon to give impact where they really have no right to pose. Zip one and done. Mal's handle business. There should be nothing for the Config Deeg. Bemis looking to clean house. It's one out of Config's Deagle, but we do tie things right on up. Play, Chad. This has to be quick.
Flash alley-oops the only way in. Denied again by Smoke. They're going to come through.
JDC, another 3 in this round. Mouse look to seize the lead. There's nothing Blame can do about it. He will deny the quad, but maybe an AK upgrade is what he's managed to rustle up there.
Yeah, well, he's pinned right now. You can see Torji's still just going to lock this down so he can't move too freely to try and rotate away. Frozen making sure there's no way out, and we'll get the better of Blame in this one. 7 now for Mouse. Taking the lead here in Mount here late, and this is one of the worst scenarios to find yourself on the CT side, because this is likely an 8.5 win, and then the final round you have, it'll be a gun round, but you've already lost the half on a CT map, so they might need a little bit more of that. The drive-by from Blame with the 5-7 will give them some. JDC hunted something out here as well, and this is 8. This is great from Mouse.
This is brilliant stuff. A convincing T-Hall. The 8th to guarantee. Farley and Blame would love to get their hands on a rifle. You can see Frozen's bodyguarding this one with his life and with a rifle of his own. 2 taps to the back of the skull. 8 and 9.
No kit, so huge problems here.
No risk taking, or you'd assume as much. I say that, flashed off. And whoa, Torgy goes wide. And Zip blind. Pulls the trigger. Torgy, he wants blood. He can smell it in the water, and an overextension leads to an equalizer.
Yeah, they've been pretty few and far between for Mouse so far. So
to the nose, no armor on that, leaves a mark. Config and Farley trying their luck, turning it around. Base the shot, that's gorgeous! Gorgeous out of Config, 1.5. Not easy for Farley. Naked and afraid, 1 versus 2. With the big green, clearing corners. Beamers gets it. And Mouse will close with a 9th.
Right here, so Config with a lot of room. Zip coming late with the bomb. It could actually be an issue. The smokes will be starting to fade, so problems present here for Astralis.
Oh, Config's got a lot on his plate, and he doesn't even have a bite, not a nibble. Torgy smacks it out of his hands. Glaive eats his own flash, and lucky to be alive. He's being checked on now and run on down. Just a Glock, but it worked well for the first. 3 on 3, bomb still ticking. Astralis have the advantage in that respect. Kid on JDC, pressure. Zipex needs to win a duel.
He's just gonna sit it. He's just gonna sit it. It's not planning for him.
Clear it. Blame spots it out, knocks him off and closes. So close. How much was on?
Just one of the highest rated players of the tournament so far, and Astralis, they're a name which has been here many times before. I think Zip has been to the playoffs time and time again, but never able to pick up a grand final trophy here in the Lanxess Arena is the Astralis org.
I mean, if this is the Astralis roster that bucks that trend, I mean, Counter-Strike really is completely up for debate into the start of the new season.
I really like how clean this has been as well, right? Think about the fact that we have 2 rounds in a row, all 5 members of Astralis have stayed alive. Yeah. There's no threat, eh?
Yeah, that smoke's lovely from Blame. Really nice. You can see what it does to Torzy. Forces him into the site, forces him posted up and misses his chance. They're gonna run on in. JDC though, Torgy working well together, trying to manage his angles, stay alive, keep fighting, hitting shots. Glaive the last, and Torgy lives on. Nothing for Glaive in this one. A great shot, but to get the bomb down under Torgy's watch, under Dexter's rule, it's not to be. The Lanxess Light defense, they are running light of options. And Torgy is going to rattle one back. Glaive gone. He's got a lot breathing down his neck. Beamer's catching the config lurk, but the bomb is going down. And you can see Beamer's, the body language implies the decision's been made. They will not contest. Farley though, the first as the smoke bloomed. I think we might get to see it again. Look at this. A slither. And a single bullet.
Frozen's in 2 minds in that situation, right? His one-way smoke started to fade, and he was stuck in Red House. But as the smoke landed at his feet, he wanted to get ahead of it with spam. But it's only a slither gap. I don't know how much Farley really saw there. Just hit.
On down by the MAC-10, and only 1 rifle remains for Mouse. It's a big one, but Dexter's coming in hot, coming in hot, red hot, as he sprays them down on long. Make a play like that. And now Torgy and JDC, surely they can put the cherry on top. It's Blame, 14 HP. You could kill him with a peanut at this point. Dexter with a hero move. Someone finish it before Blame throws it all in vain. There you have it. What a round. I think anything's been heard. Torgy doesn't react. Config trying to use that low HP to great success. As Glaive, what? They were boosting, and the round, resuscitation delivered. A Glaive, I'm wondering, does Glaive catch them as they mantle, or is he just using premonition and an understanding of the options available to his opponent? JDC trying to hold on to Torgy's AWP now as we go 11-11. And I know what I'd wish for. I'd like to see that again.
That is
position to do so. I think Blame's frag has pulled the defense to the wrong side of the map. He's working it out now. Oh, he separates Config. A bit of damage onto Zip, but that stopped them on planting. He can't contest again.
They might have to go here.
And they're trying.
Oh.
Frozen, one. Oh, takes down Torji, and now he's gone. Can Dexter save Mouse again? Is there another clutch in the cards? Blame doesn't think so.
The week, the molly perfect, the kill even better.
24. Config out mid and happy to oblige with a couple of clicks. And so the 13th secure. And Config clears his corners. Stage of our third.
Mouse would have to show some pedigree here that I don't think they have to get back in this game. Mentally looking rattled, missing shots they've been hitting throughout. JDC grabs a couple there. Hold up a second, there's still 20 seconds left on the bomb. It's just Farley on the site. I have a good idea of how this one's going to unfold here, Config.
Oh. And down goes the JDC. All of that for naught. Okay, options severely. Answers. And Glaive puts bullet into his rib cage. One back from Astralis. Oh, Bemis! Drive-by from Glaive, and Farley wins the duel. 2-on-2. Now, 10 seconds. Glaive starting to solve the riddle. He might be able to plant safe, spotted out. He doesn't have the time, and another recovery. Just when you think Mouse are out, they pull you right now.
They're just going to creep up. Dexter's going to swing straight into this.
Just going to get run down. Good util. Flashes are good. The frags are better. Only Bemis can redeem himself with nothing. And that semi-final gets even closer now for Astralis. A flawless T round. Nothing for Frozen to do.
This is ruthless from Astralis. They're keeping the foot on the neck, the B-bomb site. It's a problem. It is a massive problem, and if you're an Astralis fan, it's the solution. This team, they've had a rough year. They've had a real rough go of things. Been lots of question marks about what would happen with this squad once we move into the off-season, but a resurgence late here in the Lanxess. The name, it means a lot. The players finally stepping up to the occasion. The inconsistency of Config. Frozen, sure, he's going to grab a couple. He's going to get the cheers, but that's 15 now for Astralis on the board.
And what you're experiencing now is Mouse hold on to the one rifle, I say, yeah. Everything in your power to do it with, I mean, pinching pennies. And charging his Glaive already. Flashbang, 3, standing and delivered by Config as well. Mouse just disintegrating. Astralis, look at the pace, the focus. Config to throw the icing on the cake. And a certainty, unless BMAS could do the impossible. Doesn't have the time, and that's it! Glaive and Astralis roar into action in a 3-map affair. Experience prevails in the Cathedral. And we've got quite the fixture locked in for tomorrow.
Now